Onward to Burnworth Castle. Let us make for the palace, that you might investigate Minister Allard's chambers. Though I cannot enter the palace myself, I will at least escort you to the entrance.
A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way. This journey looks to be a long one. What say we make things easier on ourselves by seeking an ox cart services?
'Tis as you say.
Well, that wasn't a homecoming I envisioned.
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
No harm.
Creature's corpse will serve us well.
Go right ahead.
To arms! You are mighty indeed, Arisen.
You're a welcome sight, Arisen. As ever, I'm yours to command.
This is generally used as a material.
I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time.
You can count on me to keep you safe. Witness my magics!
That was well thought. There's no one standing who might say otherwise.
We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each trial as it comes.
Displaying bowmanship for an elf? My hand would tremble on the string if 'twere me. But I expect you'll do just fine. I know the way. Follow me.
A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way.
That's the spirit.
At once, Master.
Brad triumphed by the horns.
You have my protection.
This boulder looks mighty heavy, but we might just be able to move it if we combine our efforts.
Shall we set it rolling?
Such beasts are affairs of wolves cluster. No one beats fire against its foe.
Look out, Risen! We're under attack!
All creatures who know death cling to life.
It's the mark of a champion to prevail for death. That was certainly worthwhile. These fruits have been quite the center.
Might we not use their rage to our advantage?
That's enough.
All come good in the end.
That's enough.
I must keep a clear mind.
There's a novel idea. I've never seen my own master attempt such a feat.
Truly?
I'll sleep like a log.
How dare you! This ox cart's bound for the checkpoint. I'll need to see some coin before I let you on.
An ox cart ought to make our journey easier.
I wouldn't mind a chance to doze off as the hills roll by. Displaying bowmanship for an elf. My hand would tremble on the string if 'twere me. But I expect you'll do just fine. I know the way. Follow me.
A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way. In traversing other worlds, I came to know of a treasure chest in this area. Perchance you'd like to see it.
I'm about ready to fall asleep in it.
I'll gather this. It might be of use.
Would you come over here? My badges are at your disposal.
I can proceed no further.
There are one or two places of interest nearby. I could tell you more about them if you like, Master. Right. Just follow me.
Panamo anan mañana. Monelinta.
And before I forget, look how many women we found among our here at last.
Oh, true to your word, you have come. Let us begin at once. I should like to observe your form first and foremost. So stand here and take your aim at yon targets.
Did anyone else see that? Aught catches the light.
We ought to take a closer look.
You have my gratitude. I learned much from you just now. In fact, I have made a discovery. Unlike those of elven make, bows crafted by other races are designed for keen aim. Is that not so? But I can see this is no revelation for you. I expect you thought this design common to all bows, yes? Not so for those of elven make, however. Our bows are crafted to guide not the hand, but the heart. Mayhap you will find the sentiment strange, but such is the perspective of elven kind. We are taught that arrows loosed with proper form will strike true, as if 'tis all a matter of poise. I admit, I find it rather baffling myself. Perhaps that is why my bowmanship has failed to improve. Yet with this bow, I begin to understand. Let us see if I fare any better now.
Huzzah!
What a feat! I can hardly believe it. Every last arrow found its mark. Dead center. This marvel is nothing at all like an elven bow. The design allows for ease of aim and steadfast flight of each arrow. To think that I should feel such a difference. Mayhap I am more suited to a bow of foreign make than one of my own people's. 'Tis a strange thought, but how else to explain it? My arrows have not soared so true in all my days. I'd nearly given up on myself. Yet 'twould seem I am not without talent after all. My performance with this bow has divested me of such doubts. But the ingenuity of this design, if only my people would take heed. 'Tis all very well to talk of honing one's form, but why should we not perfect the tool so integral to our customs? I am decided. I shall take this bow back to the arbor. With this as my weapon, I have no doubt I shall pass my trial of archery.
It seems Sir Glyndor's doubts no longer plague him. May his newfound confidence see him through his trial of archery.
I knew it to be so. Trevo Mine is but a stone's throw from here. I can guide you there if you wish. This way, if you please. We've strayed off course. A different path would deliver us quicker now. I'll lead the way.
Arisen, we ought to heal ourselves while we've the chance.
Give them water!
Of course.
Fear not, you're safe with me.
Well done, Master.
Let us see what you're made of!
You're welcome to take whatever you like from my pack, Master. I'd gladly see you put what I find to good use.
Right, just follow me.
Dare I say it? We trounced our foe, well and true.
Well, I'm sure there's still room for improvement. This way, if you please, Master. This way, if you please. That ladder looks promising, but we'll have to drop it down from above. You're staring, Arisen. Has aught yonder caught your eye? Our road was a long one, but here we are at last. Uncommon materials can be found here, methinks.
Well spotted. Shall we see what we can find?
Boy, you then. If you're fit to fight, give us a hand. Right, lend us your aid.
We're in your debt.
Scatter the goblins!
Yon chest appears to be beyond our reach.
'Tis a vexing thing.
Nasty creatures, aren't they? But they'll not bother.
You've a strong arm. The goblins are well routed. You have my thanks. 'Twas a simple patrol mission, till we walked into their ambush. Those cursed things caught us entirely unawares. I don't know where we'd be if you hadn't come along. I pray you'll let me repay the favour, if there's a chance.
Pray, allow me to open yon chest.
Just imagine the coin we'd gain from selling this.
Whether or not we make the sale is for the Arisen to decide.
We've more places to go, yes? Then let us be off. I shall guide us to our nearest destination. We were to make for Har village, as I recall. 'Tis not far from here. pleasure to serve you, Master.
It is hard to find my footing in this darkness.
Arisen, I knew you loved this world too much to leave it behind.
At least I go knowing I fought to the best of my ability.
Let us work together to honor the... I suppose I could use a moment to catch my breath.
We have yet more locations to attend to. I say we start with the location nearest us. 'Twill save us a world of effort.
Here we go again.
disposal.
The Fiend Unknown is the most perilous.
Oh, it was but a trick of the light.
A new destination calls to you, I take it. Well, say no more. I look forward to seeing where you take us.
The Arisen decides our path. We have but to follow.
There are one or two places of interest nearby. I could tell you more about them if you like, Master. I've got you. Use this chance to recover.
I'll gather these now. 'Twould be a shame to forget their location when we need them most. Learned from the last lot that we're not to be trifled with.
We fight. To arms.
No moral fear. Lead the charge!
You are mighty indeed, Arisen.
We have obtained a bunch of flowers as Miss Daphne requested. Now we have but to deliver it to her. Say no more, Master. I know just where to find this person, and will guide you there post-haste.
The guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way. We've got them on the run!
'Tis a wonder any foe challenges us with the Arisen in our midst. Could you come over here? Ooh, I can't wait to find out what you want. Should it please you, Master, I've a mage skill that could make short work of our predicament. Shall I assist? Behold, how the stars shine, Master.
I quite agree.
Oh, I should tell you, there's a forgotten riftstone nearby. I found it beyond the rift. Shall we go there now?
My word. This ox cart has been destroyed.
Be on your guard, lest we meet a similar fate.
Careful now.
Over so soon? Why, we seem to have come through unscathed.
We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each trial as it comes. No one can defend themselves when grappled like this.
Good work!
I can do no less in service to the Arisen.
I like that.
this. 'Tis something I found. I wanted you to have it.
How convenient! We've already got what we require.
I knew the village would be in a bad way. Where did I expect to see the doctors?
Alas! Twould seem I've taken on too much.
If you feel overburdened,
Say, weren't we tasked with another errand that sent us somewhere near here?
it is worth considering if we've the time.
Wasn't there aught we had to deliver to someone hereabouts?
We ought to make the delivery now, lest it should end up lost or misplaced.
I knew it to be so.
I sense eyes upon us.
Want to polish up, Mark?
Stands on end.
what to do.
A crime committed here will see one confined to jail.
As I understand it, the pay of a jailer is miserable, for all their toil.
Then a bribe might avail us, should the time come.
Here at last.
Hiya, Risen! Have you brought me a bunch of flowers already? Oh, just look at them. They're the most beautiful flowers I've ever seen. These should brighten the sisters' days. Say, would you mind terribly if I asked you another favor? See, one of my friends taught me a magic spell. It's supposed to let you meet whomever you like. All you have to do is find a silver stone, put it under your pillow, and say the magic words. But there's the problem. I've been looking all over for such a stone, and I can't find one anywhere. Would you find a silver stone and bring it to me, Arisen? For true. I knew I could count on you, Arisen. I'll be waiting.
Our next mission is to acquire a silver stone. Mayhaps silver ore will serve. We can purchase it, or mine it up ourselves.
I knew it to be so. I expect this ore will suffice for the silver stone Miss Daphne requested. Let us deliver it to her now. Say no more, Master. I know just where to...
Oh, I can't find a silver stone anywhere. Have you fared any better? Oh, just look how it shines. Thank you ever so much. Say, aren't you curious who I want to meet? Well, I'll tell you. My mother and father. I don't even know what they look like, you know. Not to say I'm unhappy at the gracious hand, of course. But I'd really like to meet them, even just once. I want to tell them how grateful I am that they gave me life. Oh, it's so shiny. Oh, hi, Arisen. You'll help me again if I need it, won't you? Please say yes.
Miss Daphne seemed pleased with our efforts. Mayhap we ought to pay her another visit sometime soon.
Oh, it's so shiny. Oh.
I'll harvest what I can, should it please you.
Oh, it's not right. It doesn't make any sort of sense. The doctor examined him afore and said he'd be better with a bit of medicine. Yet e'er since he came here, he's only gotten worse.
I understand how you must feel. But you must see that your son's health continues to wane. There is no medicine that can heal him outright. He requires proper treatment. I am caring for him as best I can. I beg only for your patience. However, if you truly cannot entrust him to me, perhaps you would care to take him home with you instead. Mayhap convalescing in a place familiar to him would aid his recovery. Of course, I would be sure to visit him as oft as I am able.
Home, you say?
Dear, we are pressed enough as 'tis.
All right, he stays. But pray bring my son back to health.
I will look after him.
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
Shall we see if there's aught to be...
Sir, ought you not be in... Ah, forgive me. 'Tis a pleasure to make your acquaintance. My name is Eleanor. I have the privilege of serving as abbess here. I regret that I cannot offer you a cup of tea, but I'm in the middle of making my rounds of the patients. Not to mention, I have to find the means to procure more medicinal ingredients. Oh. You wouldn't happen to know someone willing to brave the roads, would you? I know 'tis perilous, but there is one ingredient in particular we cannot afford to run out of. You would procure it yourself? I am grateful beyond words, sir. In that case, might I trouble you to bring me some miasmite? The slums are a bane to the body's humors, and its residents are oft prone to illness. We do what we can with what little we have, but we're always short on helping hands. Your aid is most appreciated, sir. May your search prove fruitful.
Telliz, miasmite can be harvested from phantoms. Monsters that wander the world at night.
Yes, of course. I see it now.
Like it or not, I must go.
I do like it here, but it can get very dark.
Well met, sir. Mistakes to
Wonder if it was too early.
A treasure chest! I can...
Greetings. Here we conduct all manner of procedures pertaining to vocations. If there is aught I may... forgive me, but I'm afraid we are not accepting registration for warriors or swords. You see, as we currently have no archer stave, and we cannot simply purchase, so regrettably I cannot assist you. Unless you were to procure a weapon yourself that... Let me see. What else can I tell you of our guild? Methinks Roderick. He runs the local armory, and we purchase almost all of our stock from him. May fortune smile upon you, sir.
Let us commence our search without delay. Where to first?
wait to see what the day holds. Why is everyone always in such a hurry? Will nothing exciting ever happen here?
Any loose coin about?
I must be grateful.
Yes, sir. Have you procured what I asked? Splendid. You've my gratitude. Unfortunately, I can give you little more than that. Forgive me, but I must return to my rounds directly. Ah, but in place of a reward, mayhap I could give you a tour of the premises. Only if you've the time and inclination, of course. What say you? Would you care to accompany me? As servants of the gracious hand, we provide whatever treatment we can to those unfortunate who are stricken by maladies. Yet, at times, 'tis not enough. Perhaps you will recall the parents who were here when you first arrived. An unfortunate pair. They've suffered no few hardships in the slums, and now even their poor son Lubomir has fallen ill. By chance, he was examined by a roaming man claiming to be a doctor. Yet, the family had not the money for the medicine he required. So, he was put into our care.
At last! The moment I've been waiting for. Allow me to gather these up.
Here he is. This young man is Lubomir. We've been administering the medicine recommended by the doctor who examined him, but he has yet to show any sign of recovery. To be perfectly honest, I doubt the soundness of that so-called doctor's judgment. After all, there is no shortage of ne'er-do-wells out there, willing to claim their medicine the only cure, that they might inflate its price. But I suppose I ought not say such things so openly. At any rate, I'd best continue on my rounds. Pray, stay as long as you wish. Come, come. We've medicine to prepare. We've enough to make a fresh batch now, thanks to a kind donation.
Psst! You there! Listen, the sisters here are good to us, but I'm growing weaker day by day. It started with a slight fever, and now I can scarce lift myself up. See that empty bed? An old man was lying in it till just a few days past. He told me he was feeling better, that he'd be well enough to leave anon. And now he's... Mayhap I'm just imagining things. I hope that's the case. And yet, something isn't right about this place. Pray, should you hear any queer rumors about the Gracious Hand, come tell me of them, won't you? I'd see to it myself, but I can hardly move.
It is my duty to devote my life to prayer and virtue.
Medicine? Medicine! 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 Now! Now! Now!
Oh, someone help me. Jahan? Bruno, where have you gone? Oh.
Off to market I go. Chaos in the world begins with chaos of the mind.
Each of our patients deserves our full attention. Would that we had more hands to aid us. Each of our patients
Might you be a friend of Lubomir's? He's seen better days, hasn't he? There has been talk of sending him down to the basement, should his condition fail to improve. That is, the basement sick room, where our most critical patients convalesce under the Abbess's care. None of the other sisters are permitted entry, including myself. Teles, she gives the patients a special medicine. I know not what kind. At times I hear strange cries and moans drift up from below. Which is to be expected. Those who come here suffer all manner of afflictions, you see. And yet, a part of me is afeared for them.
I thought you might like this, so I picked it up. Here you go.
So, the worst of us are taken to the basement. Mayhap that's the source of the queer voices I hear at night. And none save the Abbess can enter? If the gracious hand has a secret, 'tis the Abbess who keeps it, I reckon. You've done this much for me. Would you be willing to go further? I must find out what goes on down there. Oh, you've my thanks. I just can't stomach the thought of lying here not knowing. Of course, all the better should your search come to naught. But if you do find aught amiss down in that basement, it must be the Abbess's doing. Should you find evidence fit to implicate her, will you help me see to it that justice is carried out? See, I've already reported my suspicions to the Sentinels, and we've arranged a signal. If you apprehend the Abbess, they'll know to come and arrest her. So I beg you, sir, find the evidence you need, if it exists to be found.
Aught about this reeks of a plot. Let us gather evidence that we might expose it.
You have my support.
I know not why, but the words basement sick room set my hair on end. Shall we investigate?
Well said. Good day, sir. I fear I've much to attend to.
I do hope naught befalls Lubomir.
I spend my days in quiet reflection.
My bed calls. And a sharp says.
These writings could be of import.
Shall we take a closer look?
Even I know when to shut my trap.
Hearing such joyous voices makes my Should I clean up today? When does my want
Naught compares to a real one. If I drop dead now, who would mourn me? I'm bloody starving. What to do? Have precious little time.
Thankless job, this.
Off to Martha I go.
We must rest, though the sun is still up.
'Tis dark out, but we mustn't let that dim our spirits.
Shall we check our packs and be off?
I don't know about you, but I am full of vim and vigor.
My head hurts just thinking about it.
It's my duty to devote my life.
Oh, someone help me. Oh,
We've found some evidence, but there might be more to discover. Let us scour every inch of this room.
Well said. Mayhap 'twould serve us well to track down the former patients mentioned in these records of treatment.
I knew it to be so.
What should I do?
I don't feel safe here.
What to do? Hoy, Arisen! Say, have you heard about the state of the river? Do you know the river close by the church? Well, it's come to be full of muck and filth and all sorts. That's a problem for the church, as it draws from the river to make holy water. The water's so filthy that it's going to take twice the amount of gold ore to purify it. I was thinking you could help the priests by finding some gold ore. After all, it wouldn't be good for anyone if the church ran out of holy water. I was hoping you'd say that. I'll help too. I'll look for gold ore every place I can think of. Hoy, Arisen! Have you found any gold ore yet? That's all right. I'm sure it doesn't grow on trees.
you!
At least here I can enjoy my own
My, I'm trapped like a rat in a cage. This Arisen's both shrewd and fleet of foot. What? Can't you think of a reason? I'd thought you were keener wit than that. Let's just say there are some who don't want you wandering about as you please. I was to report on your comings and goings, you see. But I suppose that job's over. Now you found me out? So, how about it, friend? Will you let me go? I've no reason to trouble you any further. Understandable. Still, no harm in asking, was there? Let's get this over with, then.
This is for you, Master. I thought it might come in useful.
You there! Halt!
Shit! We're in for it now.
With all likelihood, he is an agent dispatched from Batal. Pray, let us handle the rest. We will hear all he has to say before the week is out. I bid you, wait till then. Report to me if aught catches your eye.
Yes, sir!
We shall see.
Risen! Have you found any gold ore yet? Wow! This'll be plenty, I reckon. Thank you ever so much. Listen, I was talking to the priests, and apparently our troubles aren't over yet. Would you be willing to lend us a hand again, Arisen? Just one more time? Thanks. So, remember how I told you about the river by the church getting all mucky? Well, the grown-ups are saying it's gotten worse. Now lots of people who live nearby are falling sick. The priests have been treating everyone as best they can, but there's nowhere near enough medicine to go round. I want to help them, but I'm not sure what I can do. Apart from ask you, that is. Would you bring us some more medicine, Arisen? Oh, thanks, Arisen. What would we do without you? I'll talk to the priests in the meantime, see if there's anything useful I can do.
Now we've need of medicine.
Hoi, Arisen! Have you brought any medicine with you? Not yet. Fair enough. Come find... Hoi, Arisen! Have you brought any medicine with you? Not yet. Fair enough.
Time to get ready. Can't wait for the new equipment. I'll make a living if you
Must you run so fast? I can hardly keep you in my sights, Arisen.
Let us endeavor to keep up, though we are less fleet of foot.
barely drag my ass out of bed. Seems like fewer worries. Might have to take any chance not to think on my troubles.
I don't tell half as many lies as my parents. Come rain or shine.
This place must be a filthy.
Hoi, Arisen! Have you brought any medicine with you? Now that's just splendid! Oh, thank you, Arisen. This should be plenty. I'll take it to the church straight away.
'Tis a goodly deed we've done, aiding the sick. I only hope our efforts go a ways toward improving life in the slums.
That's just what I was thinking.
My bed calls.
Oh, sir, if you please, pray excuse my boldness, sir. I am but a humble maid in service to a noble household. Might I beg a moment of your time? My master is in need of aid, you see, and I'm hoping you'll consider offering your assistance. Oh, thank you, sir. You cannot imagine my relief. Might we continue this conversation somewhere more discreet? The matter it concerns is rather sensitive, and I would not risk being overheard. You will find my master's manor in the noble quarter. Pray, meet me there at your earliest convenience.
Wait for your equipment to come in.
You don't care a whit about...
I'm frightfully busy. No time for I...
Some other time, maybe.
Is it true you're the Arisen? Only, I seem to recall someone else boasting of being the Arisen over in the tavern about 6 months ago. Just be sure you play your part well, whatever the truth. The Arisen takes the crowd here in Vermund, after all. A fellow Drake or two, and I reckon you'll earn the people's faith. Good luck to you. What you need of me?
Elena. Ah, yes. The Abbess of the Gracious Hand. A fine woman by all accounts. I was in her care once myself. But I must admit, I've always felt there's something off about her. You see, I was only a little under the weather when I entered her care. But then I started getting sicker and sicker till I was certain death would come for me. In the end, I survived, but methinks I was one of the lucky few. So many died down there. And once, I saw her, the Abbess, meeting with a strange man. She handed him a large parcel, all wrapped up. And he gave her something small in return. You'd think 'twere medicine, but I'd not have bought medicine from a man like that. He had the look of a scoundrel about. They were whispering, but I did hear one of them say aught about keeping quiet. 'Tis well suspicious, eh? Where'd they meet? 'Twas in the square in the eastern part of the common quarter, and always a night, as I recall.
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
No harm in picking a few.
Lady Eleanor's a goodly person, a saint-like. Her earnest care saw me back to full health. I wavered between life and death for quite some time in that basement sick room, and she watched o'er me through it all, bless her. Can't say as I miss that basement, mind. 'Tis an eerie place, dark and shadowy, filled with the moaning of the sick. Suppose 'tis only to be expected, given the state of those assembled. I'm sure I was moaning too.
I'm always willing to lend a helping hand.
Well met. I assume you'll be starting off with a mug of the good stuff.
swearing. Can't say I've any tidings to share.
Can't say I've any tidings to share.
If I sleep on my woes, mayhap no.
Wish I could go on an adventure.
I'd sooner stay out of battle where it possible.
All the best tales in practice.
won't say no to a nice, juicy piece.
Here.
Aye, this is plenty. Lord Phasus is like to be in your debt. Nicely done. Suppose it can't have been easy to procure this much so quickly.
You suppose wrong. I command their full faith. 'Tis simple for me to extract what I require.
Ha! You're a fearsome one. Here's hoping I ne'er end up in your care.
Enough. I gave you yours, now you give me mine. I'd not be seen here with you.
Ah, of course. Wouldn't want to hurt the Lady Saint's image in the eyes of the common folk, would we? Here's your special medicine.
Glad we understand each other. Till next time.
Aye, be seeing you.
This is not the first we've heard of Lord Phasus. What could his aim be, I wonder?
Mystifying.
What's your problem?
Chaos in the world begins with chaos of the mind.
One of my mage skills ought to resolve this in a trice. Shall I assist? Onward to Burnworth Castle. Let us make for the palace, that you might investigate Minister Allard's chambers. Horns may not enter the castle grounds, Master. We shall have to part ways at the gates.
We're in your hands, sir. Much obliged.
Eager as I am to explore the castle with you, I fear my kind are not welcome within, but I shall see you to the entrance. Could you come over here? Here already, are we?
I would appreciate you.
You are the Arisen, yes? The cat, follow me! You move along. Should one of the other guards spy you, I will be forced to play my part. Pray, be cautious, Your Majesty.
I wish the minister would be more careful. He takes this
you recall that package from the tower delivered to Minister's chambers last week? Well, between you and me.
The out just yesterday, in fact.
What business could be so pressing that I must be summoned at this late hour?
I would not presume to know, my lord. However, it must be a highly sensitive matter for the Regent to request a private audience.
Or perhaps the boy has finally grown wise to the benefits my favor can bring. He might just be his mother's puppet, but at least he knows what's good for him.
My lord, if someone were to overhear...
Oh, unwring your hands, you fool! As if anyone in this palace would dare say a word against me. Now, if Wilhelmina calls, tell her to await me in my chambers. I will return presently.
Surely none more important than this. I speak of the ascension of the Sovereign.
Indeed. But that, Your Grace, would be better discussed in the presence of your mother. What are you doing in here? Guards, seize the
Goodness me.
Well, well. Yours isn't a face I'm accustomed to seeing around the palace. How did you get in here?
Oi! Who goes there? Who's there?
Tut, tut. Now, this just won't do. How's a lady supposed to work with all these interruptions?
Oh, it is you, Lady Wilhelmina.
Mm-hmm. Do excuse us. We thought to enjoy a little fresh air. Though we had hoped for slightly more privacy, if you catch my meaning.
Apologies, my lady. But might I ask the name of your companion?
Are you sure it would be wise? Such knowledge has been known to cost a man his head.
Understood, my lady. If anyone asks, I shall say I saw naught.
A narrow escape. You should count yourself lucky that he was so easily flustered. I don't appreciate having my motives questioned. I did as I saw fit. Need I say more? Still, you are welcome to come calling, should the fancy take you, and should you have the gold for it. Off you go now. If you wish to speak further, 'twill have to wait. This is neither the time nor the place for it. Off you go now.
Here for my liking.
The masquerade is already underway, sir. 'Twill be a long night. Longer still for those of us on guard.
You're far from your station, are you not?
I was bored out my skull guarding the palace. At least here I can...
Twould seem I drank such drink that I am drunk. Have you heard? There's to be more restrictions on food. Privately owned
Well now, you're...
What is it? Has something happened?
We have it on good authority that a suspicious individual passed through here.
We need to scour the area. Well, scour would be right.
In here.
Open up!
You're dressed rather austerely for a patron.
My humblest apologies, Lady Wilhelmina. We've had reports of an unseemly character in the vicinity, you see, and...
Preposterous. I was out front till but a moment ago, and I did not see so much as a shadow.
Be that as it may.
You are excused. Leave this place, ere you invite our noble host's wrath upon yourself. I will summon you if aught is amiss.
Pray forgive the intrusion.
And what business have you here? In the nobles' playground? Hmm? You've the face of someone in search of a juicy morsel. Would you be looking for this, perchance?
Come on, then. Keep pouring. Do you take me for some green lad who can't handle his cups? I'm your damned king, and a king deserves royal treatment.
Of course, Your Majesty.
Tell us, Your Majesty, would you prefer more drink, or shall we find some other way to amuse ourselves?
Aye. Let's change things up.
I believe I cautioned you to keep your drunken revelry in check. Lest you forget, these celebrations of your valor are but a pretense for more serious matters.
I know. I do. It's just I get the poison in me and things happen is all.
You need only serve as our false king until Sven becomes consul. Till then, however, you would do well to remember that your role demands a certain degree of dignity. I trust you understand your position, Your Majesty.
Nay, I mean, as you say, I'll go and sober up.
Why not remove yours as well? This is not the masquerade hall, and we now find ourselves quite alone. What say we dispense with such pretenses and speak openly with one another, Lord Phasus?
That will do. If you're discovered, yours won't be the only head that rolls. What is your purpose here, I wonder? If you came to learn of the Sovereign, then 'tis as you had seen. The man is naught but a ale-swilling pretender propped up by the Queen Regent. Of course, that begs the question. If he's a mere mummer, then where might our true Arisen be? You'd best go. I'll do what I can to help you make your escape. Come see me in my bordlery, whene'er you're so inclined. I'll instruct my attendants to send you straight to me.
Once the day's work is done, the night is mine.
Was it I had planned for them?
Come see me in my bordlery, whene'er you're so inclined. I'll instruct my attendants to send you straight to me.
I'm not sure what to do with myself today.
So this is where you were, Master. I searched high and low for you.
Our party is reunited. Surely we can ask for no more than that.
I'd sooner stay out of that. Lots to do. Point's no good if you weren't something. I'd fight better if I had an L to get reward.
There'll be a few heavy purses out today.
Over here! Here at last.
Greetings, Your Majesty. Have you a moment?
Look! Master, a treasure chest! We shall have to find a way to reach it.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen Your Majesty's claim as a true arisen. I know this sigil well. 'Tis the crest of the neighboring country of Batal, a land with which Vermin has no official dealings at present. Let me see. It reads, "True to our word, we offer you the power of the Godsway. Pray make haste in securing Melv, that all might be made ready ere our plans are set in motion." A meager clue, to be certain. Though, 'tis clear that the Queen Regent conspires with Batal. This does not bode well at all. Though the political situation is stable at present, much blood has been spilled between Vermund and its neighbor in the past. I fear such a partnership would only portend the drawing of more. At any rate, 'twould seem our search has led us to only more questions. Chief among them, what is meant by securing Melv and this Godsway? I will investigate these matters as best I can. In the interim, Your Majesty, should you have time to spare, might you make for Melv? Only once we have gleaned a fragment of the Queen Regent's plot, can we begin to thwart it. And ere it slips my mind, pray, take this. Perchance it will help speed you on your way to Melv.
Phases. Now there
is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen Your Majesty's claim as a true arisen. Well, well. He is merely Disa's puppet then. 'Tis likely that he knows naught of her schemes. Even were he to be removed, I suspect some other would simply be made to take his place. But if there's aught that compels my attention, 'tis this other man you mention. Phases, was it? He seems a man of import, and yet I have never heard of him. Pray, allow me to investigate this matter further. You've done well, Your Majesty. Thank you.
Queen Regent Disa appears to be working in concert with this Phases fellow. But what precisely is their aim?
Mystifying.
town to admit its people. Fancy a look at my wares? No worry to eat.
What could yon chest be hiding? I must know.
Let us hope your curiosity will be rewarded.
I follow my whims.
Oh,
This ox cart's bound for I'll not take you anywhere till I've had my due.
Oi there, friend. Care to help a fellow out? All I ask is that you hear my request. What have you got to lose? My thanks, sir. As to the matter at hand, it concerns my ox cart business. I've been holding off service on account of all the monsters on the road, but now I feel prepared to start making trips to Melve again. Only trouble is, there are still monsters about, and I can't help but worry for the safety of the carts. That's where you come in. See, I've got a letter here from Lady Margit, the Watchhead's wife, to be delivered to one Sir Leonard in Melve. I'd like you to accompany the cart in my stead and see to it that the letter reaches its recipient. What say you, friend? Splendid! I knew I was right to put my faith in you. Now, the carts only depart at certain hours of the day, but I find that time flies when I take a seat at the station to wait. And mind you don't forget to pay your way before you board. That's standard practice, and I would advise against trying any funny business. Each cart travels with an escort of trained soldiers, see, in case it encounters any monsters out on the road. So anyone thinking of riding for free will have to take the issue up with them. But enough of my lecturing. Just make sure that letter gets to Sir Leonard, then come find me when the job's done. Oh, and I'll pay your fare this time, seeing as you're doing me a favour and all. Come find me when you've delivered that letter. I'll be waiting to hear from you.
We need only deliver it to the intended recipient.
Hail, friend. How fare you? 'Tis not long now ere I am to undertake the trial of archery. I thought it only right to tell you that, as you were the one who gifted me the bow that I'll be using. I was also rather hoping you would consider attending. No one could be worthier of witnessing this milestone in elven archery than you. Ah, but the path to the arbor is not easily found or followed. 'Twould be best I escorted you. There is a log bridge near the ruins where I train. I'll await you on the other side. Come find me when you are ready to make for the sacred arbor, the village of my people.
We're gonna regret that.
Here, ask it for.
Damn dragon! Hurry, everyone! Get yourselves to safety!
You go with them.
I'll fell that thing myself. Then
yourself. 'Twas a lesson in determination. Somehow I knew you'd come. You have my gratitude as well, sir.
Ulrika, glad I am to see you unharmed. You must return to the village. Everyone is concerned for you.
Forgive me. I'd best go. But I shan't forget this. Thank you. Truly.
That wasn't the dragon, but a poor imitation of it. No wonder I feel so hollow. Tis a style all my own, the patchwork of techniques, honed for the sole purpose of slaying the dragon.
Well, this simplifies things. Our task is nearly done.
We need only pass our burden into the hands that await it.
That's just what I was thinking.
Mayhap 'tis time I went looking for it.
Our road was a long one, but here we are at last.
Mayhap 'tis time I went looking for it. That place puts my hairs on it. Yet if aught were to befall him. Suppose I'd best get to work. To attend to.
Ah, a material. Useful things, these.
Different combinations of materials result in different creations.
What am I to do? He really ought to have returned by now. Mayhap 'tis time I went looking for him. That place puts my ears.
We're saved. I haven't the words to thank you. I doubt we would have pulled through if not for you. We're saved.
Wasn't sure we'd survive that, but here we are. My thanks for your efforts. Aye, what can I do for you? Ah, a letter from Lady Margaret, you say? It is a fair way you've come, then. My thanks. She's a kindly sort, I must say. We met when I worked with her husband, Sir Gregor, on one occasion. Now she's taken to inquiring after my health at the turn of every...
Shall we report our results?
The letter has reached its recipient.
I'm not taking any passengers just now, sir.
You're a welcome sight, Arisen. As ever, I'm yours to command.
Right, just follow me.
Might we consider boarding an ox cart? I don't know about you, but my legs are...
What do ye want? This ox cart? I'll need to see some coin before I let you on.
Master, do bear in mind that a ferry stone can shorten a long day's journey into a single instant.
That's just what I was thinking.
If you're in need of a ride, it is now or now.
My bed calls, and I shan't resist.
Come to think of it, different masters favour different pawns. One whom I served preferred to have beastrons for allies.
Fascinating.
Here already? Travelling by
Ah, you've returned. How did you fare on the journey to Melv? Splendid! You've been an immense help, I must say. The cart reached its destination safe and sound, and from the tell of it, you even rid the road of a few monsters. You've certainly earned a reward, my friend. Here you are.
Ox carts seem a convenient choice for longer journeys. I see no harm in making use of them as needed, Master.
I knew it to be so.
Well met, sir. Forgive my presumption, but were you the one who gave my granddaughter that medicine in Melv? I thought so. She's not stopped talking of her adventure since she arrived home. You have my sincerest thanks for aiding her. That girl's always running off on some fool's errand or other, for all my chiding. Once she gets an idea under her bonnet, there's simply no talking her out of it. Now listen, 'tisn't much, but I'd fain offer you a discount on my wares. Pray, make good use of it, won't you?
A treasure chest! I can hardly wait to open it.
Welcome and well met. Don't think I've forgotten your discount now. I'll knock a few gold pieces off aught you buy. So spend away, my good sir. 'Tis good to be busy. Work begets opportunity. Always a pleasure.
Now there's a worthy prize. If only 'tweren't so far away. Shall we visit the manor as the maid bid? I know the way. Follow me.
The guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way.
How much longer I can hold out?
And I shan't resist.
So tired. I can't get this out anywhere.
Could you come over here?
Oh, you came, sir. I must confess I feared you would not. But I forget myself. You must be wondering why I asked you here. I should like to speak with an acquaintance of yours, a child with whom I espied you conversing. She is the spitting image of my young master, you see. It is my hope that she might take his place for a time, thereby granting him a reprieve from his sorry situation.
Diana, would you paint my mother a criminal? Ahem. Perhaps I ought to be the one to explain.
Young master, I meant no offence.
Diana has the right of it, though the situation is not nearly so dire as she makes it sound. I seek only the freedom to leave my own home. My mother is bedridden, you see, and her mind is not so sharp as it once was. Whenever I am absent, she grows terribly distressed. By leaving a look-alike in the house, I hope to ensure her peace of mind while I attend to matters of my own. Would you be willing to lend your assistance? Splendid. Thank you so very much.
'Twas in the slums that I witnessed you speaking with the girl. Would you be so kind as to bring her here?
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
Haste makes waste, as they say.
Over here!
Got something for me? Just remember, I have somewhere to be.
I'll claw out his eyes.
I don't like it here. I want to go home.
Blessed be we servants.
Not much fun to be around here.
Such quietude is a blessing.
Must we beg for guidance? Can't we make our own way? Faith must come from the spirit, not the mind.
You're back! Pray, tell me, have you found anything? These look like records of treatment. Johann and Bruno. I know these two. They left here not long ago, fit as a pair of fiddles. I recall them being especially meek to the abbess. Mayhap that's what got them out safely. At any rate, they may know aught of use. Loath as I am to ask more of you, perhaps you would speak to them in my stead? You're back! Pray, tell me, have you... What? You found a medicine used only in the basement sick room? I don't like the sound of that. Do you think... Could I trouble you to look into this as well? Mayhap you could show it to the doctor I saw before coming here. Radcliffe, his name was. He's staying in the rest town. Pray, sir, do what you can. I must know.
Methinks we would do well to bring this medicine to Sir Radcliffe, the doctor over in the rest town.
You have my support.
Mayhap I ought to be getting home. I'm dead tired.
I'd sooner be home. Could you come over here?
It's my hair standing on.
I feel a bit out of place here.
I'm in no hurry to leave.
The rules as yours, then.
Suppose I better get to work.
Was I too quick for you, Master? Don't worry, I shall wait for you right here. It was an eventful journey. But we made it here all right.
Still looking? Well, you'll know her at a glance, I'm sure. She looks...
'Twas in the slums that I witnessed you speaking with the girl.
Still looking?
'Twas in the slums that I witnessed you speak...
I'll gather these now. 'Twould be a shame to forget their location when we need them most.
Pray, slow your feet. You run too fast for the likes of me.
No time to catch your breath. Try to keep up.
do to deserve this as my
If we've the item in hand, we ought not keep the recipient waiting.
We ought to make the delivery now, lest it should end up lost or misplaced.
'Tis as you say. We've found an Archistaff and greatsword both. What say we bring them to Sir Klaus?
Good tidings, sir. How fares your retrieval of those plundered weapons? Ah, I see you have a great sword with you, a fine weapon. You may now change your vocation to warrior, if you wish. If you would prefer to register a sorcerer, you will need to acquire an Archistaff. Good tidings, sir. How fares your retrieval of those plundered weapons? Will that be all, then? Let me see. What else can I tell you about? Always a pleasure.
Well, I'll be... Good on you, sir. I appreciate you stopping. Go on. Off with you.
Well met, son. How am I to hear?
Always sets me.
The rules at your neck.
Over here!
Good tidings, sir. How fares your retrieval of those plundered weapons? Marvelous! You have acquired both an Archistaff and a greatsword. You may now change your vocation as desired, sir. What's more, I bear glad tidings. 'Twould seem our arms shortage is at an end. I dare say the armory will be resupplied anon.
Outstanding.
We have achieved our objective.
'Tis vital that we rest and regain our strength before moving on.
What to do?
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true arisen. Ah, yes. Regarding your pursuer from some days past, as we suspected, he was indeed an agent from Batal. When he learnt of your Majesty's escape, he began inquiring after your movements. 'Tis a glad thing we captured him before matters escalated. As to how he learned your Majesty's location with such ease, I intend to extract the answers from him anon. I shall be sure to inform you when I do. Pray, take this. 'Tis the least I can offer for your Majesty's assistance.
So, someone saw fit to monitor you all the way over in Batal. I suppose that means you're famous, Master. Where are we off to next? Where to next? I suppose the location nearest here would be a good place to start. The soldiers delivering freight were last espied near Vermin's eastern edge. That's not far from here.
way to wind up a cadaver.
I shall gladly aid you with...
Someone help me. Jahan? Bruno, where have you gone?
I need it.
I've made my bed. Now to lie in it.
Lets the wind blow my fur every which way.
I've trained for this.
Some call it cultured, I call it dull.
I think it's wrong as ought to be said. Peace and quiet.
Their wind's coming. I wish I'd go on an adventure. It's delightful breeze.
Pray, take this. Heavens know you've earned it.
what the day holds.
Maybe I'll treat myself to a tickle before bed.
Supper and a night's rest is all I need. You here to aid me?
Hi, Arisen! I was hoping you'd come by, so I could thank you again for all your help. You wanted to ask me a favour this time? All right. How can I help? So, this noble boy wants me to pretend to be him? I'm not sure that'd work. I mean, I don't know the first thing about being a noble. Besides, are you sure we can trust these people? It all sounds a bit fishy to me. All right, I'll do it. But if I'm not very good at it, it's not my fault, okay?
I find such solace in
You're back! Pray, tell me, have you found, and if I have noticed, that the Abbess goes out every night without fail? Perhaps you could wait for her to leave and slip into the basement sick room then.
This way, if you please.
There's naught I love more than a saucy
I'd
rumour.
sooner stay out of that, where it's possible.
What should I get up to today?
Follow me, Arisen.
So tired. Just about anywhere.
Still looking? Well,
'Twas in the slums that I witnessed you speak. Look, young master. She's here.
Indeed. I could be staring into a mirror. Diana, will you dress her and instruct her in her role?
As you wish, young master. This way, if you please, miss.
What a kindness you've done me. Now I can go and fetch a gift for Mother. I'm hoping a little cheer will aid her in her recovery, and a flower from Melv seems just the thing. And she was born there, you see. No doubt her days would be brighter with a memento of her old home by her bedside.
All is ready, young master. You need only finish your preparations for the journey.
Let's see. I almost forgot. In that goes.
You know, the roads around Melv are supposed to be really dangerous. I heard the safest way to get there is to carry something that reeks of Cyclops with you, because it'll scare all the monsters away.
The lands around Melva, it is not only poison the plants inflict, but drowsiness besides. Might there not be a curative that accounts for both? The lands around Melva, it is not only poison the plant.
Well then, I must confess, I feel rather uneasy. This is my first time leaving the city. I only hope I've not forgotten anything of import. You think I ought to bring some medicine and monster repellent with me? What precisely would you suggest? Let's see. Ah, I almost forgot.
I only pray my watch finishes without incident.
It seems Master Sebastian is lacking a few supplies. Shall we gather what springs to mind?
Now there's a worthy prize. If only 'tweren't so far away.
Wonder if there's any easy work. When does my watch end? I've forgotten.
Could you come over here?
on, have a look.
If he asks me again, I'll claw out his eyes.
I'd sooner stay out of that.
Well then, I must confess, I only hope I've not... You think I ought to bring some medicine and monster repellent with me? What precisely would you suggest? My thanks. I'm certain these will come in useful. Now, I really must be going. Wish me luck.
Take care, young master.
Come back safe.
Thank you for your aid in all of this, sir. I shall see about procuring you a suitable reward, so pray do come visit us again.
Such quietude is a blessing.
Feels eerie with no one about.
Now, how best to proceed?
I'll harvest what I can, should it please you.
Sleep. What work needs doing?
What's to be done?
Let's be ready to hit. Well then, sir.
I'll teach him a lesson.
Gotta be in the thick of things. Let him try and stop me.
Apologies, but I can't offer you...
An ox cart ought to make our journey easier.
They can be most convenient, though they travel only during...
This ox cart's bound for the... I'll need to see some coin before I let you on.
Speak to me another time. I'm on duty.
I've got a good feeling about this one.
Oi, you there! You've just... I don't mean to pry, only it's my grandson, a boy by the name of Rog. He's gone missing. Pray tell, have you seen the lad?
Morris, I've just found out Roger's been abducted by beasts.
What? No! How can that be?
I've just heard news. Rod was seen being dragged off by wolves.
Oh, my poor boy. We must go rescue him at once.
Morris, think what you're saying, friend. We can't go charging off after the lad. We are no match for such creatures.
Do you truly expect me to do naught but twiddle my thumbs when my only grandson's been taken from me? The soldiers won't do aught for him, will they now? Consarn it all. He's right. But what else am I to do? If I do not hasten to the poor lad's aid, who will? Do you truly mean that, sir? If you return him to me, I will be forever in your debt, stranger.
Have you come from Vernworth? How are things there? The ancient battleground to the north is overrun with hordes of fell beasts, and so little are survivors anticipated that you'll find not even a checkpoint here. In times past, 'twas safe enough a night, when the monsters sleep, but no longer. Since a few days past, skeletons and phantoms have made this their nightly battleground. 'Tis nigh impassable now. It could be that aught's befallen the cenotaph. I'd heard the spirits had calmed somewhat since 'twas erected. Say, if I cannot dissuade you from traversing the ancient battleground, would you consider passing by the cenotaph and making sure aught's aright with it?
Here you are, Master. I hope you like it. I found it myself.
This is quite a quandary.
I'll take any chance not to think on my troubles.
Got to focus. My head will
Things will sort themselves out. Well met, sir. How's the day treating you then?
Aye? In need of a doctor, are you? What's this you're giving me? Oh, I see. You want me to run some sort of test on this? Determine what manner of substance 'tis? Interesting. Well, you've certainly piqued my curiosity. Whatever your reasons, I'll take a look. Naturally, I'll need a bit of time with it. Come back again in... oh, I don't know. Later.
Would that I could spend all day here.
Well met, sir. How's the day treating you then?
Could it be aught's befallen the cenotaph? If I cannot dissuade you from
Poor Rog. He truly is a lovely boy. He's always helping Morris in his shop. And he's delivered me my remedies many a time. Once, he even picked some flowers on his way and put them up for me. All pretty like. I still recall his smile when he told me about the beautiful flower bed he tends to on the outskirts of town. Oh, Rog, will I e'er see your smile again? I suppose I can only hope.
The flowers that bloom around here glow come nightfall. From what I can glean, the petals absorb the sun's light by day and release it after dark. Isn't that unusual? Nature works in mysterious ways.
Shame there aren't as many folk spinning tall tales in the tavern of... I rather enjoyed hearing the one about the Gigantus. Have you heard it? 'Tis said to descend in times of conflict, scattering friend and foe alike, and leaving only death and ruin in its wake. Sounds like the last thing we need, doesn't it?
You'll never believe this, but the other day, I saw an elf. Normally, you put an elf and a dwarf in the same room and they'll be trading blows before you can blink. Mayhap my eyes deceived me.
Over here!
I'm not here to talk. I'm...
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
No harm in picking a few.
It seems you've somewhere else in mind you'd rather go. If you've no need of my...
I've just recalled. I found a treasure chest near here during my travels beyond the rift. May I show you to its location?
Did anyone else see that? Aught catches the light.
We ought to take a closer look.
Not an enemy in sight. I'm almost disappointed.
I'll take the peace and quiet over a horde of enemies any day. We have arrived.
Mayhap the flower bed will offer some clue as to Roger's whereabouts. I know the way. Follow me. Right, just follow me. Ahoy! Arisen! Over here! Sure you didn't think I'd abandon you?
And here I was hoping for some great treasure. Now I feel a fool.
We cannot expect gleaming treasures round every corner. We are under attack! When tarred, be sure to avoid open flame.
We've earned ourselves a pat on the back.
Well, I'm sure there's still room for improvement.
Time to move on.
Consider me your bulwark.
This battle is ours!
Can we stop trembling?
Think nothing of it. I'll get that for you.
I happen to understand Elvish, Master. I...
Look how many women we count among our number.
Mayhap the flower bed will offer some clue as to Roger's whereabouts. I can guide you there if you wish. As it happens, there's a more direct route to our destination from here. I'll lead the way. Look here, a path. Is it safe, I wonder?
Pray keep your wits about you. We needn't go barging in. This seems a decent spot for a campsite.
Better to rest while we're here than lament our weariness later. Our road was a long one, but here we are at last. Any way to climb up there? I'm not sure what we'll find, but it might be something useful.
The sun descends. Night will be upon us soon.
We shall have to be all the more vigilant.
Oxen are sturdy creatures, aren't they?
They are endearing creatures, compared to the monsters we oft face.
Arisen, we ought to heal ourselves while we have the chance.
We were battle ready when they found us. This shan't take long.
By your leave.
I shall lead the charge!
This is for you, Master. I thought it might come in useful.
The yon statue may yield new sights, if we can reach it.
I can foresee no reason not to go see it up close.
To the fore. Shall we climb aboard?
Fewer monsters are to be found on the main road, though carts travel only by the sun's light.
You're a welcome sight, Arisen. As ever, I'm yours to command.
Is rather valuable, this.
A fitting reward for a rigorous search.
luck. 'Tis a chest.
Not all chests contain treasure, you know.
What's going on? How did I get here? I remember. The wolves! How is it I'm still alive? You saved me. Didn't you, sir? I can hardly believe it. Thank you. I would not be standing here without you. How did you know where I was? Did Grandfather request your help? I suppose he must be worried sick about me. If it's all the same to you, sir, I think I'd like to go home now.
Our results are awaited. What say we make our report?
Let us deliver the lad to Sir Maurice forthwith. I know where that person can be found, Master. This way. Could you come over here?
Master, my heart knows no greater peace than when I am by your side.
This way, if you please, Master. This way, if you please.
I could look upon this sky for all eternity, if 'twasn't for the crick in my neck.
Keep gazing upward and you're like to stumble ere long.
I'll gather these now. 'Twould be a shame to forget their location when we need them most.
There are one or two places of interest nearby. I could tell you more about them if you like, Master.
prison.
Tis about time we pressed on, wouldn't you say, Master? My magics are at your disposal. While we're here, shall we take care of that other task we were entrusted with as well?
We shall have to decide which is the most pressing. We cannot do everything at once.
Well met, sir. How will they treat you then?
Need anything?
Here at last.
Rog? Rog, is that you, my boy?
Hello, Grandfather.
'Tis a miracle. You're alive and in one piece. Oh, joy of joys! I thought ne'er to lay eyes on you again.
Grandfather, smothering me.
Oh, hush. You don't get to complain of such things after you worried me half to death.
Very sorry, Grandfather. I didn't mean to cause you grief.
And you? Words alone will ne'er be enough to express the depth of my gratitude. I am truly in your debt. Pray, take this. 'Tis naught but a trifle in comparison to your kindness, but I hope you will accept it all the same. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you for saving me.
Outstanding.
The result of our impeccable teamwork, no doubt.
Our efforts have been rewarded.
Leave off. Might as well take a look while you're here, eh? Ah, there you are. you've come at a good time. I've just finished running those tests. I must ask, where did you acquire that concoction? 'Tis a fell thing you got there. To be plain, 'tis more poison than physic. It has the potential to heal one's ailment, certainly, but only if they could survive long enough, which isn't likely. Worse still, it has addictive properties that are likely to cause the patient to become dependent on its deadly effects. I say patient, but I should hope whoever made this did not intend it as a method of treatment. You'd have to be well and truly mad to attempt such a thing.
Here you are, Master. I hope you like it. I found it myself.
Need anything?
I end up feeling weary even after a day of rest.
Well then, son, how might I be of service?
I find any turncoats.
Welcome, sir. If you think me a liar, then buy something and see the truth. On the transference of souls, eh? 'Tis not like to do much harm on its own, but when combined with its twin, the first volume, 'tis potent indeed. Take care how you use it, sir. Many thanks to you.
'Tis most exhilarating to hand over such a sum.
We've a journey to prepare for, after all. We can't afford to cut corners. Now seems a fine time to sort through your belongings, Master.
Let us make haste for the nearest town. I'd rather sell our pickings at market than toss them aside.
Go on, have a look. Reckon your row trade towns can make you right sick of crowd. But here, at least, you'll find a bit of peace and quiet.
Best buy what you need, lest you regret it leisure doing business with you.
Reckon your row trade towns can make you right sick of crowds, but Here, at least, you'll find a bit of peace and quiet. Pleasure doing business with you. Interested in my wares?
Hubris is man's worst enemy.
And I shan't resist.
But not a bit.
A full week has passed since Sir Mildred set off. I suppose 'tis time we vacated her dwelling.
Must hold out until someone comes to relieve.
This ox cart's bound. I'll need to see some coin before I let you on.
Our destination is rather distant. Perhaps we ought to consider employing the services of an ox cart.
'Tis the Arisen's choice to make. There are one or two places of interest nearby. I could tell you more about them if you like, Master.
Battle is upon us!
Must you run so fast? I can hardly keep you in my sights, Arisen.
Let us endeavor to keep up, though we are less fleet of foot.
Good tidings, friend. How have you been keeping? As for me, I made the most of my week-long sojourn. One might even say I enjoyed myself overmuch. You see, I grew so fond of the destination my feet carried me off to, methinks I should like to live there. And that's when I thought, mayhap you've grown just as fond of this dwelling. Fond enough to purchase it from me? I can't just give it to you, mind. I've my relocation costs to consider, but I'd sell it to you cheap as I can afford. Well, friend, what say you? Much obliged, friend. I hope you're as pleased with our deal as I am. This little dwelling's all yours now. Suppose I'd best be off. I've my own home to get to. I hope you'll be happy here, friend. Farewell.
So tired. I've barely the vim to tie my boots. Boots laced, belt.
I wonder how Master Sebastian and Miss Daphne fare of late. Shall we pay them a visit? I know where that person can be found, Master. This way.
We're in your hands, sir. Much obliged.
I heard a rumor that this land was once a kingdom of beastrons.
Truly?
Home at last!
Welcome home, young master.
Thank you, Diana. I am glad to be back. 'Twas a hard journey, but I found what I sought. A blue sunbright, the sigil of our house. I only hope Mother will be pleased.
Oh, a blue sunbright. I thought they were make-believe.
Oh no, they're quite real. Rather rare, though, and particularly to Melv. I'm surprised you've heard of them, to be frank.
Really? Well, there's a picture of one stuck to the inner cover of a book that was donated to the Gracious Hand. I asked Sir Kendrick about it. He told me the flower's name.
A picture, you say? How very odd.
I believe Miss Daphne is describing a bookplate. The book in question will have been a donation from this very house. Indeed, the mistress has been very generous in her support of the Gracious Hand over the years.
For true? Oh, I must tell her thank you.
I think I could arrange that. I'm certain my mistress would be delighted.
Yes. Well, as for me, I'm just pleased to be home safe and sound.
All this racket. What's going on? Good gracious, what is the meaning of this?
Oh, you must be the lady who's been supporting the Gracious Hand. Thank you ever so much for all you've done for us.
What precisely have you told this girl?
Not a word, mistress. I swear it.
Good. As for you, girl, you need not thank me. 'Tis the privilege of the nobility to help those who are less fortunate. Now, 'tis getting late. You had best be off. Do be sure to leave the house unseen. And fare you well, child. Know that where'er life may lead you, you may take pride in who you are. Come, Diana. I would speak with you alone. You have some explaining to do.
What was that all about? Mother seemed awfully perturbed.
I do wonder what that was all about. Though I'm not sure we ought to pry.
That was not at all the outcome I'd anticipated.
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
I'll set out on my own adventure someday.
My fault is not forgiven for last night's scuffle.
Chaos in the world begins with chaos of...
Ah, I'll take that. We might find a use.
Is there aught I can help you with, sir? Oh, if you're looking for Lubomir, his condition deteriorated to the point that he had to be moved to the basement sick room. He's not allowed visitors, I'm afraid, not even family. Even we're not allowed to go see him. No need to worry, though. The Abbess is tending to him personally. She'll nurse him back to full health, I'm sure of it. A moment's prayer can do a world of good. The patients in this room must not be disturbed. Leave this place at once.
Oh, someone help me.
This is for you, Master. I thought it might come in useful.
What are you doing? Unhand me this instant.
Many thanks for your assistance in this matter. Elena is being questioned as we speak. Suffice to say, your testimony, combined with the evidence you've procured, have cast a great deal of suspicion upon the Abbess that she isn't like to shake. Pray have this, sir. 'Tis your reward for aiding us in our duty to this city.
Was that such peace?